right, everybody, let's pop into our V shape, bringing that left leg behind and across ourselves to help lower ourselves down to the mat with control. Let's go ahead and center ourselves and then come down to the mat, maintaining that core connection and that muscle control as long as possible, all the way down until you are flat on your back. And then we're gonna go ahead and do a roll up, back up slowly, and we're gonna add a elbow bend at the top. Beautiful. Now slowly come back down. You can add the elbow bend or you can just do the roll up by itself, whichever is easier for you. Take your time. Now use the inhale to lower yourself and use your exhale to come back up. That is very important. You're gonna come into a tabletop position to advance this movement. And try to do the roll up with your legs in tabletop with a little freeze at the top. And then lower yourself down with control, maintaining that tabletop position in the legs. You can add the little elbow bend at the top if you still feel like you can advance this movement. I encourage you to do so. Good work. Lower everything down. You can go ahead and straighten the knees here if you'd like, bringing the legs to a 45-degree angle if you still wish to advance that movement. If not, that's okay. You can keep the legs in tabletop and keep working through those roll-ups. Good job. And lower yourself down with control. Give yourself a hug. Bring the knees in. Give yourself a moment. Rock side to side if you need to. Good work. Now we're going to come back up into our seated position. And we're going to grab our stretch band and put it around the center of our left foot, keeping that right knee bent in. The left leg comes straight up. And we're going to go ahead and flex the foot forward and then release it back. We're going to do it nice and slow. And then we're going to start to pick up the pace, just flexing those toes forward and then bringing them back. Now we're going to jump right into those roll-ups again, nice and slow. But this time we're going to do it with our left leg straight up. And we're gonna hold onto that resistance band. We're gonna add that elbow bend at the top of our roll up there. And we're gonna start off nice and slow and we're going to gradually speed up. I would also really like for you guys to try to go in deeper, get down a little lower with every single rep, really challenging yourself as to whether you're even able to get back up or not after each rep. All right, now we're going to roll all the way back, bringing yourself all the way down to the mat, and then bringing yourself back up for a full roll up. We are still keeping that leg straight up in the air and we are still adding that elbow bend at the top of our roll up. It is definitely a challenge, but hang in there, everybody. Good work. Woo! Good work. We are going to switch sides, wrapping that band around the right foot now, bending the left one in, and we are going to repeat that cycle all over again. Flex that right foot, in and out, and then slowly start to roll back and then up, maintaining that straight knee. Keeping that leg completely up. Good work. Good job, guys. And roll all the way back now, doing a full range of motion. Roll up. This is really the most challenging part of the movement. I was seriously struggling here. Good job. Good work, everybody. Hold, and release everything back down. Great job, guys. We're gonna set this stretch band aside here for a moment, and then we're gonna go ahead and sit in the center of our mat with our knees bent out in front of us. You're going to separate your toes into your V shape, keeping the heels together. Slowly bridge up and then lower yourself down with control. Again, we're gonna take our time here and we're just gonna bridge up nice and easy and then lower ourselves down with control. Good work. Now go ahead and hold that bridge at the top and start to pulse yourself up. Good work. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Now we're gonna hold at the top and then slowly lower back down. Good job. Great. Now we're gonna come up onto our knees. Our left leg shoots straight out to the side. Our left arm goes under and away from that leg, and our right arm comes towards that leg. Good work. We're gonna repeat that again. And again. Pick up the pace. Great job. Now we're gonna do the other side, tilting away from that leg. Nice and easy. And pick it up. Great job. Now we're gonna go ahead and hold and then pulse it out here. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Good work. And we're gonna go ahead and come back to neutral. We are going to switch sides, bringing that leg back in, shooting the opposite leg out, and we are going to start that sequence all over again. Nice and slow. Good work, everybody. Now let's hold it here and start to pulse it out. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Good work. And come back to center, bringing that leg back in. Great job, everybody. We're gonna go ahead and stand up now. We are bending our right knee while bringing that left leg straight back. We are gonna hinge at the waist, come into a C curve, and then straighten back up, shining the chest forward. And then we're gonna raise that back leg. Again, nice and slow. It is a balance challenge, so if you are shaking and trembling and stumbling and losing your balance, that is perfectly okay. It is meant to do that to you. I know that I was definitely struggling here, and I'm sure you are too, and that's okay. Good work, everybody. Now on the last one, we're gonna bring that back leg up and we're gonna try to keep it in the air, nice and balanced. And then we're gonna pulse, pulse, pulse. Add the arms, nice job. Pulse, 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 pulse. Great work. Hold, 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 and slowly release everything back down with control. And we're gonna go ahead and do the exact same thing with the other side. And sending that right leg back now, bending the left. We're gonna C curve that spine, shine the chest forward, and kick back with that back leg. Beautiful. Ooh, look at all that shaking and quivering I was doing. It was definitely challenging. I broke a sweat. I was shaking. It was very, very difficult. Good work, everybody. Pulse, pulse, pulse at the top. Keeping that leg off the ground now. Good work. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Freeze and release everything down nice and slow with control. Great job, everybody. Now we're gonna come into a wide squat. Bring the arms forward, back around. Close your shape. Squat, close your shape. Squat, close your shape. Your feet should be fully turned out. Great work. Gradually pick up the pace here as usual. Great job. Now go ahead and start pulsing it out. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Great job. A little bit faster with every rep. Now go ahead and hold at the bottom there. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and release. Great job, everybody. I know how challenging that could be. Let's wrap everything back in to close our shape back up. Let's bring our arms up over our head. Now shoot that back leg behind and crossing your midline into a curtsy. Then bring it back out for a side kick. Again, we're gonna do it nice and slow. Curtsy, side kick. And then we're gonna slowly pick up the pace. Great work, everybody. Now we're gonna keep that leg up and release everything back down. Great job, everybody. We're coming back into our V shape. Other side, same exact thing. Curtsy and a kick. A curtsy and a kick. Nice and slow. And then we gradually speed that up. Good job, everybody. All right, let's go ahead and come to the center of our mat over here. We're gonna grab onto those resistance bands. We're gonna go ahead and place them over our wrists. And then we're gonna go ahead and place our wrists behind our back, hinging forward at the waist, bending the knees. I'm actually gonna go ahead and turn sideways so you could really see what I'm doing. We're gonna lift the arms, bend them back down, and then circle them back up. So it's a lift, a bend, down, and then get them back up. We're gonna start off nice and slow. And then we're gonna go ahead and start picking up the pace. Now, I was smiling here because I didn't want to cry, and it was either one or the other because this movement really started to burn my biceps, my triceps, my everything, my core, my knees, and it was so challenging for me. But I definitely understand, how difficult it can get, as simple as it might look. We're gonna hold that position, lift the heels if possible, and then we're gonna lower them back down. Lift and pulse and pulse and pulse if available. Really try to get those heels lifted if possible. Great job, everybody. I know that was extremely challenging. We're gonna set that resistance band aside for now. We're gonna do some nice stretches coming into our downward dog. Remember to use your exhale to bend down and our heels are making contact with the ground throughout our downward dog. We lift them up to come into a high plank, and then we come back into our downward dog from there. So the hands walk forward into a plank and they walk back into downward dog, cementing those heels down, relaxing that head, neck, and shoulders, letting the head hang heavy. We walk back into our high plank, and then we ease back into that downward dog. This should actually feel amazing right around now. I know it really helped me get through the exercise. I hope it helps you feel better too. Great work, everybody. Now we're gonna come back into our seated position. We're actually gonna grab our resistance band and wrap it back up around our thigh area, a few inches above the knee. And we're gonna go ahead and lay on our left side, bending the knees out in front of us. We're gonna lift one knee over the other, allowing the leg to hover. And we're gonna rainbow that leg up and then down, over and above the knee, and then down behind that knee. We're gonna keep doing this rainbow motion, back and forward, back and forward. Good work. We're gonna single it out now. Single rainbow all the way back, single rainbow all the way forward. And then we're gonna go ahead and hold, extend that knee, and pulse up, pulse, 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 pulse. Great work. Again, I'm smiling here to avoid crying because I was burning, I was trembling. It was very, very, very challenging. And release everything down. We're gonna go ahead and do the exact same thing on the other side, keeping that rainbow motion, starting off nice and slow. Good work. We're gonna go ahead and single it out now. And we're holding that leg in place, extending the knee and pulsing it up. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Nice and easy, and then speed that up. And slowly bring everything back down and relax everything. Great job, everybody. Go ahead and remove that stretch band off your thighs. We are all done with our workout for today, and we're just gonna go ahead and stretch a little bit. We can bring that left leg over that right thigh and flex the foot. It's a nice little stretch. Continue to flex those feet. And go ahead and switch sides. Left foot comes over the right thigh. And again, you're gonna go ahead and flex that foot forward. and just really enjoy that stretch. Great work today, everybody. Thank you so much.